If you're manifesting an SP or anything else, then you need to stop accepting breadcrumbs. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to another rousing episode of Spill the Tea Tuesday. My name is Flossie, and as you know, I'm like the funniest, wittiest mindset coach, as well as your OG hype you up rampage queen here on YouTube. If you would like one-on-one coaching with me, links will be in the description box below, as well as links for things like my SP course, VIP group, etc. You know the deal. Now, I am almost to 20,000 subscribers. And because my assumption is if I put my needs out there as known, my needs will be met, I'm asking you guys to like, share, comment, subscribe, etc. to this channel so that I can reach my 20,000 subscribers. I'd like to do it as my Christmas present. Give me my Christmas present. Yeah, okay. So before we get to the topic at hand, you guys all know that I love to do the calendar. I love this calendar. I get it pretty much like every year. So it says it's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. Yeah, fuck this version of the 3D that we don't like, that just needs to go straight into the trash where it legit belongs, period. I say jingle all the fucking way to the bank with the money that you're manifesting like a boss. Hello. Bitches be jolly. I'd like to add bitches who are GYS, getting your shit, getting their shit. Be jolly. I know I'm jolly. I'm literally jolly as fuck, as you can tell. And so should you be. And I think this is the last one. Says, reminder, you really love your fucking family. You do. Yeah, you love the fucking versions of them that you're manifesting, the new and improved versions. Period. So let's get to the topic. As you guys know, I have been doing a series of videos that are about what not to do while manifesting an SP or anything else. And this one is literally number 14. 14, I got 14 of these, good golly. But I'm gonna link the playlist up here because they're worth a review if you haven't seen them yet. So this one is about stop accepting breadcrumbs, period. So this is a little bit similar, to be honest with you, on a few videos that I've already done in this series, but this is a different way to explain this to you because, you know, words are just like signposts. They're like directionals, and they can help indicate to you where to go, what it means, but how I understand things and how you understand things might be different. So in order to teach the best way that I know how, I like to explain things different ways and use different examples because that is going to help to deepen your understanding of the law of assumption, how you manifest and how you can do what? GYS. Get your shit because you want to be part of the GYS crew. Get your shiznits, period. So with stop accepting breadcrumbs, basically, if you're manifesting a specific person and they're contacting you, but they call you once a week, and that's not really what you want because you're affirming that they contact you all day, every day, that they're blowing up your damn phone, that your phone literally doesn't stop ringing. You know, your phone chirps as much as the entrance bell at Disneyland. Yeah, because, you know, that type of stuff is in my rampages. But your phone is chirping once a week. Is that your manifestation? No. So number one, don't accept that breadcrumb. You don't have to accept that minimalist effort that it appears that the SP's putting out. Your dominant thought, your dominant assumption about your specific person is that that's all that they're going to give you. Well, what do we want to remind ourselves of? Let's see what number of video that it was. Let's see here. It was video number 7. I can link that up here in there for you in the corner about they don't have any free will. Don't give them the free will to decide how they're going to treat you. They don't have the free will to reject you. They don't have the free will to choose what they're going to do. I mean, we're not controlling necessarily every single thought that runs through their head because that's too much of a micromanagement. I think all of us would go crazy trying to do that. But, you know, if you want them blowing up your phone all the time, they don't have the free will to not blow up your phone all the time. You change your dominant thought and assumption that they're blowing up your phone all the time, and that is what they must do. And I know that I talked in another video about, let's see here, because I had one in video number 5 that talked about not accepting birds before land as your manifestation, which Good grief. Which is similar to what I'm talking about, because if you have an SP that's calling you here and there and you're affirming for phone calls all the time, you know, getting that birds before land, that partial manifestation, as some might call it, because it's like they're doing some of what you want to do, but they're not doing all of it. You don't have to accept that either. So how you deal with getting, you know, breadcrumbs from anything, whether it's SP, money, a job, a family member, anything that you want to have someone do, it can come across potentially as a breadcrumb. Breadcrumbs, are they partial manifestations? It can be looked at that way, like I just described. It could just also be looked at as, you know, having the assumption of only not being able to get fully what you want. So you're kind of accepting less than, which also goes to video 12 of stop limiting yourself. You know, kind of like I said, some of these videos kind of all work together because I'm trying to explain some different things or similar things, different ways to make it easier to understand. But getting back to the topic at hand, because, you know, sometimes I get a little long-winded and I can run around in a little circle. Try not to do that too much to you guys, because I'm trying to explain things as clearly as possible from my mind anyways. But if you are manifesting your specific person and they're really not taking you out on the dates, or they're giving you friends with benefits when you want a full-on relationship, you don't have to accept the breadcrumb of friends with benefits, because the SP can't choose to have that be all they give you. If you're wanting a full-on relationship, they must conform to that, because, you know, of course, stop seeing the 3D as facts, because it literally is not hardcore facts. It's changeable by you by changing your mindset. Sometimes when manifesting a person that you have a history with, or if you have a money pattern and you're used to seeing the same thing all the time of like not having enough money, barely having enough money. And so you start to think, well, you know, I've manifested $100. I really want $1,000. You don't have to accept the breadcrumbs of getting $5 here, $5 there. That's not adding up to $1,000. You can still continue to affirm and persist that you can have everything that you want in its entirety. Does it have to come in one lump sum when it's money? Of course not. Could you get very quickly some, you know, multiple amounts of money that total $1,000 in a short amount of time? Yes. But frequently I see people that are getting bits of money here and there, and they're like, it just seems like all I can do is manifest a couple $100, like a couple $100 extra dollars. No, money doesn't have the free will. Stop limiting yourself. Stop accepting a partial manifestation as a manifestation in your entirety. When you're dealing with a person and they just want friends with benefits, or they're not giving you the contact, start using some of your tools that can help you to be in your power more. Do you have to use any of these tools? No, you don't. And I say that every time I mention any sort of tool. You don't have to do shit, but just have repetition of thought and keep your mind focused on what you want, aka keeping a clean mental diet. And most coaches would even agree on that it's like changing your mindset so that your 3D reality can conform, or embodying the state of that, which to me is basically just thinking from the reality you want to be in, aka thinking as if you have what you want, embodying being that person that has what they want, which is literally thinking as if you have what you want. To me, other people might explain it differently. Having said that, you don't have to accept what it is that they're telling you about, you know, the friends with benefits or this, that, and the other thing. You don't have to accept those smaller amounts of money. You just have to continue to affirm and persist. And if you want, again, I was mentioning using some tools. So when you do the FU letter, that helps for you to deal with any emotion or any attachment that you have to an old story. And I don't mean attachment as in you have to let something go. I'm just saying a lot of times there's an old story and our mind wants to keep going back to that, whether it is how we see our specific person or how we see ourselves in relationship to money, or what we think about the concept of money, or a coworker, whatever. Write a FU letter about it, right? Whatever you would say to that person's face or to that concept, how you feel about it at the time, felt at the time, or how you feel about it now, how you feel about manifesting that version of yourself, or feel like manifesting that for yourself, and then destroy it. Follow that up with a command letter so that you can feel empowered, feel like you're expecting what you want. Because if you're writing to a person or to a concept and you're commanding them to do what you want, but you're writing it as if that's just the way that it already is. Like the drill sergeant to the new recruit, you know, my video for the command letter, I don't know how many things I can link, but, you know, imagine that you're a drill sergeant talking to a new recruit. When the drill sergeant says, your shoes are clean, you have cleaned your shoes, guess what? The drill sergeant expects that the shoes are fucking clean, period. So if you're writing to your SP, you're madly in love with me, period. You're going to start to expect that the SP's madly in love with you. So you're writing them a command as if it's something that they already do and it's the way that it is. You're speaking with confidence, with authority. You're using words of conviction that make our minds believe that it's true. Things like, it's a fact, the truth is, period, absolutely, facts, legit, literally, because I said so, totally and completely, no matter what. Use those type of words and phrases in the command letter so that you can expect that people are showing up or that the money's showing up the way that you want it to. You can also tap in affirmations with EFT, which help your mind to do a buy-in faster. One of these days, I'll probably do some sort of explanation video on EFT based on the education that I have and why I think that it's so effective. But at any rate, there's a number of things that you can do. Rampage. You can do what I call power affirming, which eventually I'm going to make a video about that. And which I should now that I've mentioned it, but I'm not going to do that today. Having said that, go on a rampage, do some scripting, decide that you're going to do some additional visualization. Of course, I'm getting tongue-tied. You want to know why? Because it's literally almost 1 a.m. and I'm now making this video. So I apologize for any confusion that I might be causing. Anyway, back to the whole point that I'm trying to make. If your SP is not fully giving you what you want, you don't have to accept that. You can use some of your tools, including revising on the spot also. If they're saying no in your mind, you're changing it to yes. If they're not blowing up your phone all day, every day in your mind, they're blowing up your phone. Whenever you get a text message, you know, this was something I had mentioned in the Mermaid Gang a really long time ago, because as you guys know, I'm a coach for Sammy. I made a video where I talked about, you know, if you get a text message on your phone, before you look to see who it's from, be like, oh, SP's messaging me. Of course they are. They message me all day, every day. Then look at the text. If it's not from SP at that time, don't be freaking out about it. Just deal with whatever text you get. And then when you put your phone down, be like, oh, of course they've texted me again. They text me all day, every day. Your mind will start to expect being texted. You just need to reject in the 3D whatever the breadcrumbs are. You don't have to accept them as your 3D reality, because we're not accepting the 3D as hardcore facts. We're seeing it that it is an illusion that's changeable by us because we change our thoughts. We don't have to accept breadcrumbs of money. If you're not manifesting the amount you want, be like, nope, of course I manifested $100,000 because I fucking said so, and keep affirming and persisting in it. The 3D doesn't have the free will to choose to reject you. Money doesn't have the free will to choose to reject you. No person, no object, no thing has the free will to choose to reject you. You don't have to accept partial manifestations as your total and complete manifestation. You don't have to keep limiting yourself. If someone's not showing up the way you want, keep persisting until they do. Because one of the other videos that I did was to don't stop persisting until it's hard in effect, which was titled as Stop Falling Off the Affirming Wagon. Many people just literally want to accept breadcrumbs. You don't have to accept the breadcrumbs. That is not your complete and total manifestation. If it's not exactly what you want, you keep persisting in it. You can reject anything else. You can reject anything else. It's literally your reality. You don't have to accept friends with benefits. You don't have to accept one text a week. You don't have to accept getting $200 when you're manifesting $2,000. You don't have to accept being offered a shitty-ass position at a company when you're wanting something better. Of course, we have to live in the 3D, and sometimes we do some things in the 3D while our manifestation's coming in, but that doesn't mean that you have to literally be like, nope, that's the best job I can get. Nope, that's the best I'm going to get from SP. I've got to get someone else. Nope, I'm not going to manifest the money I want, and I'm going to have to slave at some job that I don't want to do, working for somebody who's paying me pennies because that's all I can get. No, 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 no. I want you to put all that thinking in the trash can, literally where it belongs, and keep affirming and persisting until your 3D reality conforms. Stop limiting yourself, all of that jazz. I don't want to sound like a broken record since it is 12:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I get a little rambly that time of day. But I wanted to put this video together to remind you, stop, accepting the breadcrumbs. You don't have to take those partial manifestations. Stop giving the 3D or anyone else any free will. The 3D reality must conform. You just have to keep continuing to change your mindset. And on that note, I think I'm going to end this video. But you can feel free to drop any comments, questions, video ideas, rampage ideas, because you know that I check them out. I hope that you are enjoying the SP Contact Rampage Subliminal I put out. The reason why I have in the comments that I don't know how activating it's going to be is because I've taken my Rampage, where I'm basically speaking with authority all these affirmations and you are statements, and I've layered it under music so you can listen to it, you know, in situations that maybe you can't hear me screaming on the YouTube. Not that I'm literally screaming, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's why I say that. A lot of people sleep with it and enjoy it. You can sleep with it, check it out if you want, or just listen playing it in the background while you're doing other things. Anyway, till next week, you know what? I'll talk to you later. Bye.